Good evening. This is the dimension of unbelievability. It is an area which we call the Frauditor Zone. In today's episode, Great Lakes Audit is called out as not being the real media when he can't get into a news conference and then gets ever so butthurt about it.
Question for you.
We're busy. You're gonna follow me.
I don't mind walking. Get a little bit of this weight going. I was trying to get into the news conference, but I was denied.
Unfortunately, I can't let you in right now because it's closed now because they already started it.
Because I had to sit here and deal with this crap.
No, it's because you are not the real press. Hello everyone. I have a very short video for you tonight that is heavily edited by Great Lakes Audit, where it seems that he tried and failed to get access to a news conference because, well, he's not part of the press. So being highly butthurt, he tries to justify to himself and his viewers why he should be considered the press. These frauditors so desperately want to feel important that they hide behind the delusion that they are part of the media. But just taking your phone out and filming whatever boring thing you see in front of you will never be taken seriously as real media. A true journalist doesn't create the story, he records the story as it's taking place. But frauditors have no story, so they create drama and confrontations and expect to be taken seriously. If a journalist started a fire and then filmed as things burned down, would anyone consider that a real journalist? Exactly.
So I'm wondering what it would take to get a copy of what was released.
You can file your public records request with the public records.
I have records requests going since May of last year that still haven't been fulfilled.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you could help me facilitate that faster than what they can.
I cannot because we deal with traditional media outlets, so that's your route to go through public records, unfortunately. I realize it takes some time, but that's the process.
Time? They're violating state law by making me wait 6 months, 10 months, a year.
Well, I would encourage you to follow up with our law department then, if you feel that way.
They call the cops on me making public records requests with them. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
No, you're stuck between your stupidity and your ignorance. Let's pull up the definition that this frauditor is convinced backs up his delusion that he's part of the real media. It reads that the definition of a news media member is staff and freelance representatives of print publications, electronic broadcast, news, and photo agencies. Well, he's not considered staff, and he's not considered a representative either. The definition of a representative is a person chosen or appointed to act or speak for another or others. In this case, you'd have to be a representative of a real media source, and YouTube doesn't count because they did not appoint you to represent them, and your dim-witted viewers don't count because they are not part of the news media. Furthermore, it shows the definition of newsworthy event as crime scenes, motor vehicle crashes, and any other events or activities that may be of interest to the public. The public means the public as a whole, not a few dim-witted viewers on YouTube that enjoy seeing dim-witted people with a camera making a fool of themselves.
Yeah, I can't, unfortunately, I don't have any control over the law department, but that would be my recommendation if you feel like they're violating the law in some type of way.
Yeah, they themselves are doing it. So, well, thank you, Lieutenant. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Yeah, thank you.
Now we get the pleasure of hearing the frauditor's further delusion of why he should be given access to a news conference.
So there you guys see it. The Toledo Police Department doesn't want to work with an independent or a freelancer. I've had my stuff, many things, published locally with a couple different news stations, one internationally. So, you know.
In his video description, he refers to a video of his that ABC in Toledo, Ohio shared on their Facebook page. I'll show you the video of this groundbreaking journalism that should convince everyone that he is indeed part of the media. Let's watch. The video was titled, Toledo Police Officer Fonseca Shows Off Their Fancy Footwork Playing Basketball with a Local Team. Now, this is definitely some groundbreaking, hard-hitting news story that should immediately get Great Lakes Audit access to any news conference in the world. Unfortunately, it won't. The news media sharing his video does not make him staff or a representative of the media. I once had a TV news show display my picture of the snow that I sent to them. Will that get me into a news conference?
No. 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 Hell no. No. No.
Exactly.
But yet right there it says in the Directive 302.2, Section 2, that freelance as well. So it's just a battle to deal with these guys. So there's also within their news media relations policy, it states that the chief of police or the PIO or even any supervisor can give out information, but the PIO can disseminate this information willingly.
Yes, he can, and he chose not to. What part of this is this frauditor having trouble understanding? So that was the end of the video. But I have been discovering that the comments that are left for a frauditor's video are sometimes more entertaining than the video itself. Let me now read some of the better, or worse, comments that I found. We the people are traditional press. Dumbass bad cop. Did he graduate high school? Idiot. We were press before CNN or Fox was even dreamed up. Effing worthless cops. Corruption at its finest. Great example of why people hate cops. Completely complacent and useless to humanity. Parasite government employees have dehumanized citizens. We must hold them accountable. TPD are all communists and Nazis. Because traditional media have already surrendered their balls, so they don't resist when the little tyrant piggies give their unlawful orders and bully them into bowing down to their imagined authority. They only deal with traditional journalism because they lick boots. Free citizen media doesn't lick boots or kiss ass. And this is my favorite comment, obviously left from one of the more dim-witted viewers. Looks like some more tyrant Nazis that should go to sleep and never wake up, aka die.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Exactly. For this segment of the Frauditor Fatigue Cooldown, it was requested that I do it on leaf sheep. I had never heard of such a thing, and upon seeking out what it is, I'm now convinced that I need at least 30 of them to be happy.